You know that scene from Godfather 3 where Al Pacino sort of gets, it's just after the the helicopter flies in amongst that the skyscraper where they're having the big mob meeting, and some gunman decides to kill all the mob bosses and the dons, and Al Pacino's character Don Corleone gets away, and he gets downstairs and he's having a bit of a stress out, and all of a sudden he has a diabetic attack. But just before he does, he says, "Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in." That's how I felt this week. I always remember that. I didn't really like The Godfather 3 too much. 2 and 1 were The Godfathers for me, but that line always sticks in my head as being a really good line, because that's how I felt this week. This has been a disastrous week on YouTube for me. With everything related to electrical problems. I never have any luck anyway. People always laugh at my luck with electricity and mechanical and things like that. PS4s, Xbox Ones. I've had that many consoles break. I mean, that many computers give up, and so on and so forth. People are like, man, you just do not have any luck. And I think some people in the past have thought it's like a cry for help, like, oh, please, give me things. And it never has been. I just genuinely don't have much luck. I don't know what it is. I know that I do create a lot of static. Whenever I get on an escalator or get in a lift or something like that and I'm going up to the next floor, if I touch anything, metal, I get a massive shock. So I think I just give off electricity. I'm like the Tempest. I'm like the Tempest in some respects, or that guy from The Running Man, electricity guy. I don't know. But basically, before I want to crack on and tell you all about my problems and let it all out, let me first of all say a massive thank you to Bipolar Bear. Now, Bipolar Bear is a friend of mine on YouTube, but he's a good, what I consider a very good friend. He's a very loyal subscriber. I love his content. He's one of the few that I still watch, really, and he's a very good guy, nice guy, a bit strange, a bit weird, a bit rude, but in the nicest possible way. Like, he likes the banter, he loves the bants, as I do too. But yeah, he's a cracking guy, and basically I went on Twitter and I said, man, I'm having some serious issues. I've got 3-4 commentaries at the ready, and I've got no gameplays because my Elgato has finally decided, after all the months of problems I've had with it, screen freezing, cutting out, not recording things, it's finally pulled out its revolver, waved it around the crowd, intimidated everybody, then put it underneath its chin and blown its little Elgato brains out all over the wall. It's gone, it's dead, it's finished, and I don't know what to do. But don't worry, people, I'm working on it. Now, my intention was to somehow get some gameplays, but I weren't really sure if I could do that with the other problem that I have, which I'll tell you about in a moment. But I thought, well, what I'll do is I've got the old Elgato capture card. I'll get the HD60 or whatever it is eventually, but it won't be for a couple of weeks. So until that, I'm just going to have to put the channel on hold and just sort of keep everybody updated. Now, Bipolar Bear direct messaged me and he said, look, I've got the HD60. I think he's got the HD60, actually. I'm putting words into his mouth. But he said, I've got an old Elgato, same as yours, probably, that I don't use. I'll send it to you. Use that, get some footage and crack on. And he did. Very promptly, he got it in the post and it arrived 2 days later. So a massive thank you to him, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have anything to upload today. I wouldn't have had the last video to upload. I wouldn't have anything tonight, tomorrow, or for the forthcoming week. So I've got him to thank for that. And if you're one of these people who always encourages me to upload and you enjoy what I do, then you've got him to thank for that, and I do really appreciate it. So if you could go and check him out, his channel is wicked. I can't believe I've just used the word wicked. You can tell I'm a 90s guy. I'm an 80s and 90s boy, but yeah, his channel is awesome. He's really cool, he's really funny, he's really weird, like I say, and I'm sure he'll agree with that, but you will love his content. Link in the description, go and check him out. Thank you very much. You don't know how much I appreciate it. If I could do something sexually for you, I would, but you live too far away, so tough. Now, away from that, the reason there was people saying, hey, I can send you some content over, I've got some awesome gameplays here. The reason I can't do that is for the simple fact that I have a computer issue as well. Yes, I have another computer issue, but that's kind of my fault, I think. I think I've kind of screwed my computer up, because a while ago I spoke to a guy and I mentioned that I wanted to get Photoshop. One of the chaps who does my thumbnails, I said, I need to get Photoshop. I really need to get it bad, because I'm just starting to do all my own thumbnails now, and I'm quite happy with them. They're not massively professional, but they do the job, and I quite enjoy doing them. It's something I didn't think I'd enjoy doing, but I like doing thumbnails. It's fun. But obviously I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage, because when I want to do a PNG image, I have to kind of Google it and look everywhere for it, whereas, you know, it'd be nice to be able to get a picture and just say, right, I want that image there. And I do have one or two people who do that for me, bless them, but it'd be nice just to be able to not have to ask and do it myself. I'm an independent guy, I'm a self-sufficient independent guy, but it's great to have the help. Now, this chap, no fault of his own, just turned around and said, you could always go on Pirate Bay and get it, you know, that's where most people get their stuff. And I've always avoided Pirate Bay, but I thought, no, I'm going to do it. You know, I'm going to go on Pirate Bay and see what they've got available. So I've never used it before, really. I went on there and I clicked on this, and straight away it came up Photoshop C6 or whatever the friggin' hell it's called. And somebody says, check the seeds and leeches, whatever the friggin' hell those things are. I suppose it's when people say, yes, it's good, use this person, and the leeches, I don't know, suck the life out of it. I don't know, don't understand. But I looked at that and it all looked positive, and people were like, oh, it works, great, thank you, you've saved my life. Oh my God, you've just saved me X amount of dollars. Thank you very much. Yep, that's the one for me, I'm going to have that. And I tried downloading it, and I sat and I waited, and eventually it downloaded. I tried opening it and installing it, and nothing happened. It came to no avail. But what did happen was I installed a nice virus on my computer, which really pissed me off, because every time I'd go into Chrome and watch a video or try and scour something on the internet, this message come up with this American lady and this flashing thing going, you have a virus on your computer, you need to contact this number to get it removed or it will damage your life. And I thought, shit, and the only way I could get out of it, I couldn't close it. Every time I tried to close it kept coming up with pop-ups. There was pop-ups all over my computer. The only way I could do it was turn off the computer and reboot, which is obviously not good. So I had to get all my malware, my spyware, my underwear, everything to try and get rid of this bloody virus. And eventually I got this program on there that wiped it out, seeked it out, and grabbed hold of it by the scruff of the neck and said, we've got him, what do you want us to do with him? And I said, take him outside and give him a fucking kicking. And it did. The spyware took it outside and beat the living piss out of it, and came back in with a few cuts and bruises, and said, your computer should now be okay because I've friggin' knocked his teeth out. And I said, good, great, leave him, chuck him in the bins and move on. The only problem is it's kind of left my computer a bit damaged, I'm assuming, because everything's just so slow now, and I've got these speed up tools that I use, and they're unfortunately not working very well. They're working, but they're not doing what I need them to do. Everything's slow to boot up, things are freezing, things are crashing, and basically it's just making everything a little bit hard, you know. It's making it hard to do uploads and stuff because everything's just, it's just the computer's so slow. Now, the other thing I have going on, as well as all these other two things, is there's a problem with my internet, because I noticed Battlefield 4, the one game that I can play smoothly, beautifully, happily, without any issues, is now lagging like a mofo. And I thought it was, obviously me, I thought it was frames dropping, I didn't know what it was. But I did an internet analysis from my NetDoomer, and normally it comes up, ping exceptional, jitter exceptional, spikes exceptional, packet loss good or exceptional. But this time it was coming up ping exceptional, jitter exceptional, spikes exceptional, packet loss 9. I thought, whoa, 9, that's a lot. Out of 20 packets sent, only 11 were being called back. See my maths? I'm good at maths. Yeah, 20 take away 9 is 11. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I was kind of fuming about that. So I did everything. I changed wires, changed this, changed that, adjusted this, did everything I possibly could, and it was still coming back with 9 loss. So I've had to contact an ISP. They did a check. They said, yes, it would appear there's a problem. We will get an engineer out as soon as humanly possible when one's available, because there's millions of BT vans driving about. We'll get it there around about next week sometime when he's woke up or something, I don't know. So yeah, it's just been a really crap week, and I'm really sorry that I haven't managed to get anything up. I've been on such a good run, and I've really been enjoying this, as you can probably tell from my voice and my enthusiasm and happiness. But this week has been quite frustrating because I can't upload anything, but now I can. It's still a little bit difficult with the other couple of issues going on, but at least the capture card has fixed this and I can crack on as normal. So thanks for being patient, everybody. My channel's still been growing quite nicely, and I'm happy to see that people haven't quite bailed on me yet. But thanks to Bipolar Bear, I can now start pumping some shit up and get a few uploads up. So God bless you, mate. I hope you gain many subscribers from this good deed of yours. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I will see you very soon. Apocalypse done.